A special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Sully Buttes Boys State Tournament Basketball on Country 95.3 and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports. Sully Buttes Basketball is brought to you by Sunrise Bank Dakota, Willard Seed Farm, Don's Food Center, Ringneck Energy, Lincoln Out Construction, City of Oneida, CHS River Plains, Eric's Custom Repair, and AGE.
5 seconds to go. Whitler on the drive. Whitler puts it up. It's no good. Second chance. It's good!
Now let's head to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Sully Buttes Chargers, Wyatt Barichka.
And for one final time this season, good morning to you. Thanks for tuning in here on this Saturday morning, March 21st, the last day of high school basketball for the 2025 and 26 season. As the Sully Buttes Chargers will get set to take on the top seed Viborg-Hurley in the 7th place contest here in the Barnett Center from Aberdeen, South Dakota. Wyatt Barichka with you. Big thanks to Jen back in the studio helping us stay on the air. And a big thanks to Jeremy all season long for manning the camera and doing all the behind-the-scenes work on the visual side of things to make this broadcast on visually look amazing. Speaking of being able to broadcast, we are able to do this on video, and that is a big thanks because of the South Dakota Public Broadcasting. For complete coverage, updated scores, and photos of high school basketball championships, visit sdpb.org/basketball. All games will be broadcast live on television on SDPB1, SDPB2, and SDPB3 TV. For updated content, check out SDPB Sports on social media. Taking a look at how these two teams have gotten here in this 7th place contest today, as Viborg-Hurley enters at 20-5 overall. They would fall to Lyman in the opening round. They won 8 upset at 49-44. That would match them up against Aberdeen Christian, which was a final of 52-49. Viborg-Hurley had a chance to win it, or a chance to tie it. They could not do so in that game, so that's what puts them in the 7th place game. Chargers are entering this game at 18-7 overall on the season. They would fall to the split 50-43 in the consolation semifinals. The Chargers have been in every game despite their tough shooting results. They've been in around that 20% average in the state tournament so far, and they'll look to try to change that up here today. They would fall to Freeman in the opening round, 63-55. That would match them up in DeSmit from a 6-3 upset. That would make them DeSmit win with a final of 50-43. Holding one of the top scorers in the state in check, below 20 points in the contest, which is, even though that's the case, they would fall in that final. That's what sets them up here in this 7th place game here today from the Barnett Center. Other games that are taking place today will feature DeSmit taking on Aberdeen Christian for the Consolation Championship. In the 3rd place game will feature Wall against Lyman, and the state championship will feature 5 seed Castlewood against 2 seed Freeman, who has had to battle their way through this bracket to get into that state championship game. Coming up here in just a few moments, we are going to catch up with head coach Brian White. We'll talk more about this matchup and what's going on with all of our other stations and other local teams going on here in just a little bit. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we continue your pregame show on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports, as the Sully Buttes Chargers, for one final time this season, are looking to add on into the tally in that win column. That's coming up in 2 minutes on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Whether you're off to college or traveling doesn't mean you have to leave your friendly hometown bank behind. With Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, you can take their easy, convenient online banking services with you anywhere you go. Check account balances, transfer money, make payments, or order checks, all with just a click of a button. You'll get the same great service from the people you know and trust. It's safe, secure, and convenient, and it brings you a little closer to home. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, meeting your needs everywhere the future takes you. Member FDIC.
Whitler Seed Farm in Agar and Oneida strives to get better every day. That's why, along with high quality, certified wheat seed and industry-leading seed treatments, Whitler Seed Farm is now a Beck's Hybrids and a Murastem Corp Performance Products dealer. They're proud to support every milestone the student athletes of Sully Buttes achieve. Congratulations and good luck, Chargers. To help your operation get better, call or visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com today. Whitler Seed Farm, your seed source for every acre. Ringneck Energy is proud to support our Sully Buttes Chargers student athletes. As future teachers, parents, and business owners, the spirit they're developing now will help keep our rural economy stable and our communities strong. Providing real-world career paths and investing locally, Ringneck Energy is building a renewable future we can rely on. Learn more about their mission of adding value to area grain and livestock producers and future Chargers at ringneckenergy.com. Congratulations and go Chargers!
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Sully Buttes Chargers from the Barnett Center in Aberdeen, South Dakota, as they take on the Viborg-Hurley Cougars in this 7th place contest. Top seed Viborg-Hurley, they on 7th seed Sully Buttes. Take a look at how these two teams compare matchup in scoring in everything else-wise. The Cougars are, again, we mentioned 20-5 overall in the season. They score about 57 points per contest. They surrender about 49 points per game. Their margin of victory is, if this will refresh, at 12 points per contest. The Chargers enter scoring about 62 points. It's the first time in this tournament that they actually lead that statistic category entering a game. They are averaging 62 points scoring, surrendering 50 points per contest. Their margin of victory is 11 points in the contest. Each team has played 2 common opponents. Both have played one of them in the state tournament so far. That features Freeman and Lyman. Both are 1-1 against those common opponents. Chargers fell to Freeman 63-58. However, the Cougars won 73-64. And their contest against Lyman, the Chargers won in that opening game 67-61. And Lyman would win with a final of 49-44 over the Cougars. Let's take a look at some of your stats here real quick. Some names you're going to hear quite a bit here tonight as far as scoring and everything goes, and I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Some names you're going to hear tonight, and I believe one of those players, and yes, I do have a mispronounced starting lineup. I almost marked somebody off who actually is going to be playing tonight. That man is Brady Schronemeyer. He averages about 22 points per contest. Again, this team scores about 58 points per game, 57. Kind of depends on where everything is at the rebounding wise. They average about 30 rebounds per game. They surrender 28 rebounds per contest. So again, Brady Schronemeyer is a name you're going to hear quite a bit. Also, you're going to hear the name Jake Austin here tonight, or here this morning. I shouldn't say tonight. Wow, that is how early this game apparently is taking place. Averages about 11 points per contest. So those are some of the names you're going to hear. I believe there is somebody. I know there was an injury with the Cougars, so we'll find out how that is all going, but I don't believe he is going to be in this contest here today. For the Chargers, we mentioned their scoring. It's led by Wesley Whitler, averages about 22 points per contest this season. Easton Morris, but second at 14 points, and Yackley sits third with 10 points per contest. Taking a look at some other statistical categories, if I can find some more for Sully Buttes. And it looks like I just have their shooting averages here for the rebounding. Each of these guys, the Chargers this season average roughly about 20 rebounds per game. They get led by Wesley Whitler with 11 rebounds. Easton Moore goes second at 7. And then it is Jet Yackley finishing is right behind with 5 rebounds per contest. Gavin Colson right behind as well at 4 rebounds in the season. So those are how your numbers are going into this one. We'll tell you about some other games and much more going on here today on our stations here on our Riverfront Broadcasting stations. We'll step aside once again for another 2-minute break. I do have a conversation with head coach Brian White, but we'll tell you it's the local games and other coverage coming up here on the Riverfront Broadcasting stations. That's next on the other side of this 2-minute break on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
As proud lifelong supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers, Lankenau Construction has tackled the toughest projects. Grain elevators to commercial to steel buildings. As a Sukup dealer, Lankenau's Construction's over 50 years of experience means your project will be done right. The go-to with the trusted crew is Lankenau. From Todd, Gary, and Legina, good luck Chargers. And congratulations from Lankenau Construction at 605-295-0011. There are approximately 670 people and around 375 and a half pets who call the city of Oneida home. As a proud rural town with so much to offer, the city of Oneida, your mayor, leadership, and area businesses are all extremely proud of the Sully Buttes Chargers. To all of our students, athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, and staff who made this season so memorable, they won't say make us proud at state, you already have. Good luck and go Chargers!
Did you know you have another option for your propane service? Nothing beats doing business in your own hometown, and CHS is your local hometown propane supplier. Whether you're an egg producer, homeowner, or business, we have propane programs for you, including contracting at exceptional rates today for the year ahead. Contact Ed King, Chris Carter, or Carlo O'Day with CHS at 224-5935 or visit us online at chsriverplains.com to see our hometown difference.
Next time you're cruising Highway 83 near Agar, you're in luck. There's a cold sarsaparilla, the best snacks, and plenty of fuel at Eric's Custom Repair gas station and convenience store. Proud supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers. Need service or repairs? Just call, set an appointment, and rest easy, knowing there's a trusty mechanic who ain't afraid to roll up his sleeves and get his hands a little greasy on the other end. You won't go wrong calling Eric's. Good luck and go Chargers! From Eric's Custom Repair, Agar.
Both teams on the court as they just started their warm-up. 15 minutes here as we get you set for the 7th place contest between the Sully Buttes Chargers and the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. And going to give you some interesting history in just a moment, Jeremy. That's going to be after taking a look at some local teams going on around the state here. We'll start with our other game that we're going to have here on our sister station, KCCR, later today. Stanley County did fall to Cheyenne Eagle Butte yesterday with a final of 58-57. It did come down to the wire, and Stanley County will also be playing in that 7th place game. It's going to be a 12 o'clock tip-off central to 11. Our coverage beginning at around 11:30. Again, KCCR is going to have that coverage. You can tune into that game after the conclusion of this one, as well as John Winkler will be on the call for that game. The other team that's here that is in our local listening area, the Lyman Raiders, are going to be playing in the 3rd place game after a tough shooting night, losing 56-28 against Castlewood in the winter semifinal here last night. So that is how those teams locally are going on. And you're, of course, tuning into the one game that is going to be here on the airwaves today. That's the first game of the day of our coverage, as well as we'll have NCAA coverage as well after the Stanley County games. I believe there's been some madness already. No winless brackets anymore. It took 2 days to get that all settled. So if you were wanting to get a winless bracket, I apologize in advance. If you have a perfect bracket, good for you up to this point. But yes, we'll have more NCAA March Madness coverage on our sister station, KCCR, 1240 AM, 98.9 FM. As we do have some history to get to you. We'll tell you, though, after this 2-minute break on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in South Dakota, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Whether you're off to college or traveling doesn't mean you have to leave your friendly hometown bank behind. With Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, you can take their easy, convenient online banking services with you anywhere you go. Check account balances, transfer money, make payments, or order checks, all with just a click of a button. You'll get the same great service from the people you know and trust. It's safe, secure, and convenient, and it brings you a little closer to home. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, meeting your needs everywhere the future takes you. Member FDIC.
Whitler Seed Farm in Agar and Oneida strives to get better every day. That's why, along with high quality, certified wheat seed and industry-leading seed treatments, Whitler Seed Farm is now a Beck's Hybrids and a Murastem Corp Performance Products dealer. They're proud to support every milestone the student-athletes of Sully Buttes achieve. Congratulations and good luck, Chargers. To help your operation get better, call or visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com today. Whitler Seed Farm, your seed source for every acre.
Sully Buttes Chargers going to be taking on Viborg-Hurley in their final game of the 2025-26 season. I told you there was some interesting history. Well, let me just tell you first, these two teams have not played each other. Well, you just said there's history between these two teams. Why? What are you talking about? They have never played. Well, as Viborg-Hurley, they have not played against each other. But when they were two separate schools, before they combined to be one school, they have played a combined total of 4 times. Sully Buttes are 3-1, as when it was just Viborg, the Chargers were 2-1 in those 3 meetings. The Chargers did win last meeting on March 18th of 2010. That was a final of 68-56. However, the Chargers the Cougars won, 60-58. On March 18th of 2010. The Chargers, though, earlier in that season would win on January 2nd, winning 53-32 in that meeting. And I'm going to try to see if I can get that the Hurley contest that the Chargers played as well. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. They would only meet once. Chargers 1-0 in that. That took place in 2007. That was on December 27th. The Chargers won by 3 with a final of 70-67. So, when they have not been combined, Chargers are 3-1. But this is the first time, at least, that I can find since they have combined to be playing against each other. And again, if you do know history that I don't, feel free to reach out if you know how to reach out to me, as I know I've had a couple folks reach out and let me know that my research did not get all the way fully accurate, but I appreciate everybody who has helped out throughout the season as well. So again, not meeting each other as Viborg-Hurley combined for the first time, but Chargers 3-0 between the two towns here as well. So we'll see how this game goes. Again, Viborg-Hurley going to be without one of their top players here today, so they have been going through this tournament for some time without their star player as well. But the Chargers, though, full strength. They'll try to do it. 3 seniors on this team for one final time. James Miles, Gavin Colson, and Wesley Whitler. As we will get to that pregame conversation that I did have with head coach Brian White. That is coming up here in just a few moments. We'll take a 2-minute break. And again, we'll take a 2-minute break and get to that pregame conversation. That is next, as well as your starting lineup and uniform report here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pure, as we are entering the 11 o'clock hour here on KLXS Pure, Country 95.3, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 2 minutes.
Ringneck Energy is proud to support our Sully Buttes Chargers student athletes. As future teachers, parents, and business owners, the spirit they're developing now will help keep our rural economy stable and our communities strong. Providing real-world career paths and investing locally, Ringneck Energy is building a renewable future we can rely on. Learn more about their mission of adding value to area grain and livestock producers and future Chargers at ringneckenergy.com. Congratulations and go Chargers.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
As proud lifelong supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers, Lankenau Construction has tackled the toughest projects. Grain elevators to commercial to steel buildings. As a Sukup dealer, Lankenau's Construction's over 50 years of experience means your project will be done right. The go-to with the trusted crew is Lankenau. From Todd, Gary, and Legina, good luck Chargers. And congratulations from Lankenau Construction at 605-295-0011. There are approximately 670 people and around 375 and a half pets who call the city of Oneida home. As a proud rural town with so much to offer, the city of Oneida, your mayor, leadership, and area businesses are all extremely proud of the Sully Buttes Chargers. To all of our students, athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, and staff who made this season so memorable, they won't say make us proud at state, you already have. Good luck and go Chargers!
Back here on Country 95.3, here with head coach Brian White of the Sully Buttes Chargers. And coach, I mean, I think this tournament really has just shown the fight that you guys have had all season. I mean, none of these games are getting pulled away. It's just moments in games that have gone the opponent's way than your way. I mean, just talk about the fight that this team has had throughout the state tournament so far.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the way we've competed. We've been right there. We've had opportunities to win games. We've fought really hard. We just haven't needed somebody to miss a shot on their side or make a shot on our side, and it just hasn't quite gone our way. And that's the way the state tournament goes, you know. It takes some luck to win these things every year. Like, it doesn't matter what goes on. I mean, it takes some luck to come out and win these things, and the luck really hasn't jumped our way a little bit this time, but that's all right. We're going to come out and compete, and we're going to go do what we can to play the best we can.
Coach, this is the final 32 minutes of your guys' season. What is just kind of maybe the message to your team going into the final day with, you know, I mean, you guys obviously getting a win. You don't want to be that team that goes 0-3, but what is just the message to your team going into the final day?
Go out and compete again. Like, just keep being who we are. We're not going to change anything. We're not going to do anything new. We're just going to keep being who we are, and we're going to come out and play as hard as we can, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it.
Kind of getting the draw that you guys did. You guys played the top 3 seeds here. You're going to play the number 1 seed here today. I mean, they've had a tough going at it, but Viborg-Hurley, coach, talk about this team and kind of your approach going in. I know it's going to be about competing, but just talk about the team and your approach.
They had a tough injury early on, so that kind of hindered them a little bit, but they're still really, really, really good. So we're going to have to control. They have one of the best athletes in the state, and the Schrodemeyer kid. Don't be shocked when he throws one down, and we're just going to have to get the ball to the rim and run, you know. But we're going to do everything we can to kind of force them into hard situations and defend like crazy and have some fun doing it.
I know I haven't mentioned the shooting, which has kind of been tough for you guys here in this tournament, but you always talk about rebounding the basketball, playing great defense, and, you know, just competing out there. What's going to just be what helps you guys get that one win and end the season off on the right note?
You know, same things. Like, we got we've probably been one of the best defensive teams in the tournament, and we just haven't made enough shots. And we've had shots at the rim, we've had shots from three, and they just haven't gone in. And sometimes that happens, and that's part of basketball. So you got to put the ball in the hoop, and we've struggled a little bit with that. But we're just going to keep playing and keep trusting that our work's going to pay off, and we'll come out and play really hard today.
Coach, as throughout this whole season, appreciate your time and best of luck today as we end end the season here.
Hey, thanks for covering us. We appreciate it.
Big thanks to head coach Brian White for, again, spending time all season with us. I told him he's got 3 more interviews. He did all 3. So I did appreciate him for taking some time here before this one. Kind of got him last second. But for everything that both head coach Brian White and coach Susie really did for us all season, we appreciate their time and help as well. So let's take a look at your uniform report here. We'll start with the Cougars. They'll be in their home whites today. Cougars across their uniforms. It's black numbers, black lettering. They have the trimmed in orange, but they have some red accents on those uniforms. I kind of did a little digging. They're going to be red on our scoreboard. I could have probably put them orange, but we'll go with red here on our scoreboard today. For the Chargers, one final time. They're going to be in those road purples. They got gold numbers, gold lettering. It's trimmed in black with Sully Buttes on their uniforms. Thin stripe on either side is we should have a national anthem, and we'll get that starting lineup, and much more is on the way here. So when we have that, we will send it to the public address announcer to get us for the national anthem. And more is on the way here. The 7th seed Sully Buttes Chargers taking on the top seed Viborg-Hurley. One final time here this season. The Chargers trying to end the tournament with at least 1 win under their belt for 3 seniors playing one final time here in the Barnett Center in their first trip, I should say, as well. That is on the way here. So national anthem is coming up. We should send it. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll send it to the public address announcer for the national anthem here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. National anthem here in the Barnett Center. One final time this season. Got an introductory video. They'll announce coaches and the cheerleaders, and that starting lineup is on the way. You are tuned in to KLXS Pure Country 95.3, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Wyatt Barichka with you. Jeremy has always been a big help behind the camera this season, and a big thanks to Jen and all of our board operators this season who make the broadcast live here on our radio side of things all possible. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, however you may be tuning in, on our radio station, KLXS Pure Country 95.3 FM, and online at Country 95.3 Sports on YouTube. Feel free to chime in on that chat. We'll try to get you a shout out as the broadcast goes on here on this beautiful Saturday morning here. So they got that video getting played right now. There's the buzzer beater that sent them to the state tournament. You can't see that, but it's still a pretty cool moment that put them in this opportunity. Just the fact to be here and be competing. These two teams, they're not going to try to be that one team that goes 0-3, but also just to be able to be here, the opportunity. Only 8 teams get to be here, and the Chargers got to represent Region 6 in the state tournament. The only team from Region 6 to make the state tournament in a highly competitive Class B. I mean, again, when there was multiple teams that got upset in the first round, the lower seeds ended up making it into the semifinals except for Sully Butte, and only one high seed team is in the state championship game. One seed, the top seed, in this 7th place game. That is how tight this tournament will be. Let's get your lineups. We'll start with the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. They are going to be led by this. It's number 1, a senior at 6'2", and Braden Morrison. He's followed by number 2, the senior at 6'1", and Brenner Gertis. It's number 3, Jake Austin, a senior at 5'9". Number 5, a senior at 6'3". It's Walker Warwick. And to round up the starting lineup, number 23, a senior at 6'2", it is Brady Schroedermeyer. That is your lineup for the Cougars. For your Chargers, one final time this season, it's been the lineup that has been here all season long. Number 3 for the Chargers, it's Easton Moore. He's followed by number 10, Jet Yackley, the sophomore. It's the senior, number 15, your all-time leading scorer in Sully Butte's history, Wesley Whitler. The senior, number 20, Gavin Colston, and to round up the lineup, it's number 44, a senior in James Miles. What a heck of a game he had yesterday for the Chargers, again, especially on the defensive side of things. Head coach Brian White for the Sully Beach Chargers. Coach Whitler and Sefner, the assistant coaches for the Sully Butte squad. And here we go, scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Venture Communication and Ringneck Energy. Sully Butte fans in their all-out purple and gold. One final time, as Easton Moore will stand in the center circle. Coach White giving final instructions here for his squad. And again, final 32 minutes, all they want to do is compete. That's all they ask for Coach White and his team. Just compete. One final time. Easton Moore in the center circle will take on Schroedermeyer. Sully Butte's going to go from left to right. The Cougars from right to left. And here we go. We're underway. Eventually, there we go. Whistle's blown. And the jump ball is going to be controlled by the Cougars. We're underway as the final 32 minutes of Sully Butte basketball this season here on Country 95.3. Winner will have at least one win under the column. They'll finish 7th place. The loser will be 0-3 and finish in 8th. Cougars have it at the top now. It's going to be up top there for Warwick. They'll look for the give inside, but the Chargers will take it away. The Chargers defensively have been amazing in this tournament. It's just the shots that have gone the way for the opponents that has kind of spoiled the Chargers here in this state tournament. It's Moore at the top. He'll swing it over to Yackley. He'll try to go on the drive, look to give it off to Miles. Can't do so, so Moore will give it off to Colson. Back to Yackley with 15 on the shot clock. Here's a drive floater from the charity stripe off the front iron. It's going to be brought down by Jake Austin. As we've gone 50 seconds in, it's going to be still zips on the scoreboard. Warwick swing it to the far side now. It's a get by Schroedermeyer. Now hand off to Austin. Look for the give from feet inside. We'll get a foul and free throws on the way. And that is going to be First trip to the line for the Cougars, and to tell you, I mean, everybody is going to be competing. Is Coach White still going to be himself? He's going to be expressing, maybe some calls that might go his way, or some moments that, the defense should be paying attention to on his team. And that's a first miss free throw there by Schronemeyer. Be responsible by going to the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits in towns and on highways. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Second free throw. Got it. And it's 1-0. Cougars up by 1. Ackley is going to make the slow walk. You got to wonder, because, again, the Smith kind of had the bigger, taller team, so they had the ability to use their speed a little bit, but this is kind of an even matchup height-wise for both the Cougars and the Chargers. Moore will try to put one up on the far side. Can't do so. And it's a one and done for Sully Buttes. 6:36 to go in the opening quarter. Cougars up by 1 here in the opening quarter. Morrison looks for the give to Schroedermeyer with a handoff there on a layup and a bucket that's going to count for Jake Austin. He's going to go to the line and add one more. It's going to make it 3-0 in favor of the top seed, Viborg-Hurley. Foul is going to be on James Miles. He picks up his first. And that will be the team's second. Easton Moore had the earlier foul. And the free throw is good, so it's a 3-point play. Makes it 4-0. Yackley will call the play as he walks over the timeline. Going from left to right, matched up in a man-to-man defense by Austin. Whitler on the drive, trying to attack the right side, loses control for a moment, gives it off to Moore, sets up for a three at the top, got it to go. As Easton Moore buries a triple, and it's now a 1-point game after a quick 4-0 start by Viborg-Hurley. Austin to Schroedermeyer. Bounce pass off there to Gertis. Now back there to Austin. College range three is going to be left short on the answer. Rebound was by Gertis. Didn't try to put it back up. He just ran out to get the offense reset. Warwick at the top now to Schroedermeyer. More on the matchup defensively as Yackley trying to rush in for the steal. And Yackley has really timed those steals pretty well so far in this tournament. I mean, maybe leaving his defensive assignment, but tries to rush over to recover. Inbound, Morrison fires a triple. It's going to be no good. James Miles rebound. And Easton Moore is going to bring it up. He'll quickly give it over to Colson on the far side. Down at the top. Now he'll go on the attack. Colson off the glass. And a foul and a trip to the line. Gavin Colson going to get his first crack at the charity stripe here this morning, I should say. It still feels like these games are taking place in the afternoon. I mean, I'm working on saying morning. If I say afternoon, Jeremy, you just tell me. Colson at the line. Foul going to be assessed off there to Gertis. Is the first free throw by Colson is perfect. For complete coverage, updated scores, and photos of high school basketball championships, visit sdpb.org/basketball. All games will be broadcast live on television, SDPB 1, 2, and 3. For updated content, check out SDPB Sports on social media. Free throws good. Sully Buttes up by 1 now after a perfect trip there from Gavin Colson. Austin at the top. He'll make his way to the logo. Matched up there by Whitler. It's a man-to-man defense for the Chargers here in this opening quarter. Austin swinging over there to Morrison. Morrison back up to Austin. They're playing catch around the arc. It's a triple there from Morrison. No good as Cooper Falkenhagen checked in after the free throw from Colson. And a pass there from Moore slips through Yackley's hands, and it's a turnover. Schroedermeyer going to go all the way in the paint, and a foul by Falkenhagen will send Schroedermeyer to the line and shoot a pair. Actually, they gave that off to Easton Moore. And we'll get an immediate timeout. Wow, I thought that was on Falkenhagen, and Coach White is now going to be asking about that one. We'll step aside here. We'll be back in 60 as we're entering the immediate timeout. It is Sully Buttes 5, Viborg-Hurley 4 with 4:59 to go. We're back in 60.
Did you know you have another option for your propane service? Nothing beats doing business in your own hometown, and CHS is your local hometown propane supplier. Whether you're an egg producer, homeowner, or business, we have propane programs for you. riverplains.com to see our hometown difference.
Next time you're cruising Highway 83 near Agar, you're in luck. There's a cold sarsaparilla, the best snacks, and plenty of fuel at Eric's Custom Repair gas station and convenience store. Proud supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers. Need service or repairs? Just call, set an appointment, and rest easy, knowing there's a trusty mechanic who ain't afraid to roll up his sleeves and get his hands a little greasy on the other end. You won't go wrong calling Eric's. Good luck and go Chargers! From Eric's Custom Repair, Agar.
So Viborg-Hurley is going to have everybody besides Schroedermeyer on the other side of the court. As the free throw is up, first one is no good by Schroedermeyer. And it will stay 5-4, so the Cougars can only tie it now with the main free throw. Second one will tie the game at 5 apiece. With 4:59 to go, it is 5 apiece. Ackley over the midcourt stripe now. No changes to the lineup except Bretton Barber is in now for Easton Moore, who is playing with 2 fouls. We thought the foul was going to be on Falkenhagen just based on where everybody was at, but they gave the foul to Easton Moore. A 3 by Whittler is no good. It's going to be Schroedermeyer at the top. He'll swing it over now to Warwick at the top. Back over now to Morrison. Near side now to Schroedermeyer. To Morrison. Around the arc they go. Now it's Warwick. Swing it off to Schroedermeyer. Then just continue to play catch around the arc right now. Skip pass over to Morrison. Back now to Austin. Triple. No good. Back iron. Fight for the basketball is going to be picked up there by Barber. Barber will give it off to Colson. Colson on the near side. Goes for the reverse. Leaves it short. Had a good look at the reverse, but it's an easy one and done. Not sure what's going on here. We'll figure out the Wi-Fi situation on our radio side of things here in just a moment. Yeah, it's right back there. It's a triple from Morrison. No good. Rebound, though. Second chance by Gertis. And the Cougars will reset here with 3:39 to go. Opening quarter here in the 7th place game. We'll get a whistle. And a foul going to be given off there to the Chargers. The 4th team foul by the Chargers. First one for Falkenhagen. And it changes to the lineup. Checking in for the first time, it's Lincoln Van Orsel, who is in. Carson Miles going to get some time as well. He's checked in for the Chargers. Also in is going to be Caden Thibodeau-Lindemann. Inbound will go to Van Orsel. Now it's a triple there from Austin. It splashes in for 3. 8-5 now in favor of the Cougars. Colson will keep putting it on the deck. Now the handoff to Miles. It's up top there to Yackley at the logo. Swings it off to Whittler. Far side and a reach. Going to be there, giving off to Schroedermeyer. That'll be the team's second. Sully Buttes could put the Cougars in bonus for the remainder of this quarter if another foul is given off. Whittler now. Over to Yackley on the near side wing. Back off to Whittler in the corner. He'll fire a college range 3. That one's in and out. Snagging it is Gertis. And Austin will bring it up. Makes a slow jog. We'll get another change from the Cougars here. Wardle will get a check in on the next stoppage. 2:54 to go. 8-5 Cougar advantage. Thibodeau-Lindemann give it up top to Austin. Then he'll swing around the arc. It's a 3 by Van Orsel. Good rebound is there by Gertis, who kicks it out to Austin at the top 3. Leaves it short, and Yackley picks up another rebound. Yackley to Colson on the other end. Colson high, layup, underhand, scoop, got it to go. And it makes it now 8-7. Chargers down by 1. And we'll figure out our radio side of things here in just a moment. We apologize there for our radio audience. Hopefully we can fix that now. It's a 3 up top. No good by the Cougars. A second chance, though, after a rebound by Thibodeau-Lindemann. Another 2 is up and good for Van Orsel. On the other end, Chargers will lose it. And it's going to be now giving off for the Cougars. Austin will swing it now. Thibodeau Ludeman to 3. That one is going to be too much on the shot, though. Climbing the line for that rebound was Van Orsel. So give it inside. Schroedermeyer kick it back up top. It's going to be Austin. At the top of the R college range. Is one of the threes have come from deep college range threes. No good on the shot. And we'll figure out the radio side. That one no good. And the Chargers, again, these shooting struggles are continuing here in this tournament. It's going to be out of bounds, and they're going to say it's last touch by Schroedermeyer. So that will give the basketball back to the Sully Beach Chargers, and we'll get more changes to the lineup. So we're going to see Morrison back in. We're going to also see Oral back in, and also checking in. Making sure I'm not missing anybody. It looks like that's the only changes to the lineup for the Cougars. Colson, 3 is going to be no good. Falkenhagen trying to grab a rebound. He does as he tries to rip it away. It's going to be a foul. So foul is going to be on the Cougars. So that will be Van Norsdale who gets the foul on Easton. Moore's going to check in with 2 fouls near the end of the first quarter. With 54.4, 10-7 your score with 54.4 seconds to go. Joining back here on the radio side of things. Moore on the wing up top now to Whitler. And Whitler's going to travel with it. So that'll be turnover number 2, actually number 3 for the Chargers. Both teams now with 3 turnovers apiece. Austin with a quick press, checks back in. Carson Miles with a quick press, checks back in for more. 49.7 to go. 10-7 on the Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Morrison over the midcourt stripe, give it off there. Austin as they'll go around the arc, back and forth now. Morrison fires a triple. That one's going to leave it short. Rebound, Schroedermeyer. Schroedermeyer going to put it up. He leaves that one short. And Carson Miles holding on for dear life for that rebound. Ackley will just hold on to it here. The shot clock is separated by at least tenths of a second, almost a full second here. And Yackley is going to hold on to it. Looks like Coach White is saying let's hold on as long as we can for this final shot. Yackley swings it off to Whitler. 8 on the shot clock, 7 on the game clock now. Whitler will fire a 3, splashed! Ties it up. Schroedermeyer at the buzzer. That one's no good, and we play 1 quarter of basketball. Chargers tie it with a 3, courtesy of Wesley Whitler. And we'll step aside. We're back at 60 here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Whitler Seed Farm in Agar and Oneida strives to get better every day. That's why, along with high quality, certified wheat seed and industry-leading seed treatments, Whitler Seed Farm is now a Beck's Hybrids and a Murastem Corp Performance Products dealer. They're proud to support every milestone the student-athletes of Sully Buttes achieve. Congratulations! And good luck, Chargers. To help your operation get better, call or visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com today. Whitler Seed Farm, your seed source for every acre. Ringneck Energy is proud to support our Sully Buttes Chargers student athletes. As future teachers, parents, and business owners, the spirit they're developing now will help keep our rural economy stable and our communities strong. Providing real-world career paths and investing locally, Ringneck Energy is building a renewable future we can rely on. Learn more about their mission of adding value to area grain and livestock producers and future Chargers at ringneckenergy.com. Congratulations and go Chargers.
The way here as the Sully Buttes Chargers tie things up after a triple from Wesley Whitler. I know this cough will go away eventually, I promise, folks. It'll be Charger basketball to start the quarter. Colson to trigger it in, and he'll give it off to Whitler. Chargers trying to get their first win at state in a very long time. I say that a long time. Again, 6 years feels like a long time for some folks. Whitler, crossover. He'll give it off to Miles. Now to give to Colson on the far wing. Now give inside for Falkenhagen to Yackley. And Yackley will travel. Maybe not the call that Coach White has helped before, and he's been very expressive, I will say, in this tournament so far. It's just the passion that this team has. They do want to get a win here in Aberdeen. It's going to be Morrison, triple from the far wing, no good. Rebound going to be given off there to Schroedermeyer, who will rip it away and put it off the glass and in. 12-10 now, Viborg-Hurley. Give Whitler, get Schroedermeyer to go. Fires a mid-range jumper and no good. And a high rebound off the board there for Schroedermeyer. Austin now will slow things down over the timeline, going from right to left. Around the arc they go. Up top, Morrison fakes to give one way, goes to Austin. Thought about a three, gets Yackley to go, fires a three. That one's good. 5-point run here for the Cougars in this second quarter. It's 15-10 and a foul, and a whistle going to be given off there to the Cougars. Lee Austin picking up his first. And team's first of the quarter. Easton Moore will check in for Falkenhagen. Let's get Easton Moore is playing with 2 fouls. With 6:43 to go. Inbound to Whitler. At the top, will swing it far over there to Yackley. Yackley will give it off there to Colson. Colson now puts it on the net, goes baseline drive. Near side, got a double team, and now he's just going to put up the shot. No good, as he didn't really have anywhere to get it off to, and it will be out of bounds. And last touch there by Morrison. 6:28 to go, 15-10 your score. We're about a minute and a half away from the media timeouts. Ackley to Moore. Triple is up on the way. It's good. Three cuts it to within 2. With 6:14 to go. Does it get inside? Regardless, now Morrison, another three to that answer. No good. Yackley tried to snag it with one hand. Couldn't do so. And Austin throws it off Colson out of bounds, and it will stay Cougars basketball. With 6:05 to go. In the opener, Schroedermeyer on the lob, inbound. It's good. Schroedermeyer might try to throw one down in this game, and that could be a momentum shifter for the Cougars. Miles on the far corner. He'll give it off there to Whitler. Whitler on the drive. Whitler will put one up. Goes a little bit awkward, thinking he might have got a call there. Couldn't do so. And the Chargers go one and done. 5:38 to go. 17-13 your score. Austin getting the play call in for his team. He'll swing it off there now to Gertis. Gertis at the top, back to Austin. Austin will go on the drive. He'll float it up off the glass. No good. Front of the iron rebound there by Schroedermeyer. No good. And Whitler will climb the ladder for that one. Whitler's got a man trailing. Whitler on the drive now. Left side. He'll go off the glass. That fading shot for 2. 17-15 is the score. Looks like Viborg-Hurley is asking for maybe a offensive foul on Whitler. They didn't get it there. We're now at the media timeout mark, and so the next stoppage will force that timeout. Inbound lob opportunity, no good, as Moore tried to throw it off of a Cougar, and that will be the case. And that's the media timeout. With 4:53 to go, it is Viborg-Hurley 17, Sully 15. We're back in 60 seconds. Sun Country 95.3.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
As proud lifelong supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers, Lane Canal Construction has tackled the toughest projects. Grain elevators to commercial to steel buildings. As a Sukup dealer, Lane Canal's Construction's over 50 years of experience means your project will be done right. The go-to with the trusted crew is Lane Canal. From Todd, Gary, and Legina, good luck Chargers. And congratulations from Lane Canal Construction at 605-295-0011.
For complete coverage, update scores, and photos of high school basketball championships, visit sdpb.org/basketball. Again, sdpb.org/basketball. All games will be broadcast live on television on SDPB1, SDPB2, and 3 TV. For updated content, check out SDPB Sports on social media. 4:53 to go as we get out of the media timeout. 17-15 your score. As the inbound play will go to Austin. Cougars will set the offense up here at a 17-15 lead. Chargers, though, trying to regain their lead back. As they give inside for Gertis. Gertis matched up by Miles. Kick out top to Schroedermeyer. Dishes it off to Gertis on a nice pass. Puts it up and good for 2. 19-15. Moore on the other end quickly. Moore with the fake give to Whitler. Now hand off to Yackley. Yackley will swing it over to Moore. Moore will fire a 3. That one's good as Moore is on a 3-point rampage. He's got 9 in the contest. He is a perfect 3 for 3 from the arc. It is 19-18. Sully Buttes down by 1 again. Austin swing it over. It's going to be back over to Austin, and he dribbles it out of bounds. And that will force turnover number 3 for the Cougars. With 4:03 to play, Chargers can take the lead. Their last lead in the game so far, if I can find it here, was it the 4-8, or excuse me, their last lead has been a while. 19-18 the score with 3:50 to go in the second. Yackley swing it over to Moore, quickly inside now to Whitler on the corner. Back to Moore. Moore a perfect 3 from 3 from the field. Whitler. Back to Moore. Can he go 4 for 4? You bet he can! Easton Moore, perfect 4 for 4 from 3-point land. He's got 12. Cougars now down by 2. 21-19 your score. Warwick will swing it over to Austin at the top logo. He'll give it back off to Warwick. Warwick. Pass to Austin, trying to answer with a 3. Now he puts it on the deck. Austin loses it as Miles picks it up. It's going over to Colson. They got a 2-on-1. It's Yackley. Yackley loses it going up, and Whitler tries to throw it out of bounds, but he can't do so. Off of a Cougar, and it will go to Viborg-Hurley. What an effort there. Yackley just lost it going up in the air. That would have extended the lead of 4. 21-19, 3:04 to go. Going to be Austin now over the timeline. As he'll make his way to the near side. Looks for the bounce pass inside. Almost lost it there, but Schroedermeyer is able to save it. Gertis to Warwick. And now we'll back it up and get the offense going. And now Van Orsel back to Schroedermeyer. Just swinging around the arc now. Give to Warwick in the paint. Losing it. And trying to maybe use an arm there a little bit. But it's going to be Gertis who's able to get the basketball in the end. And we'll tie things up at 21 apiece. Yeah, this tournament has shown a lot of physicality. Moore's going to try to go in. They're going to ask for a travel. That's not the case, but Easton Moore will put it up for 2. Both fan bases asking for certain calls. They're not getting them. You know what? I like it when it's a more physical basketball game. It just makes the game more fun that way. When you're having the officials hold their whistles just a little bit longer. 3 from Van Orsel, no good. Whitler's going to try to push the pace. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Now 3-on-2 as Whitler lays it up and in. Whitler with the contact makes it 23-21. Chargers have made 4 of their last 5. 25-21. $1:40 to go in the second. And there's going to be contact and a call. That will be an and 1. As Schroedermeyer's getting the bucket, he'll go to the line. And that's going to be a foul. It should be on Yackley picking up his first. That is the case. With 1:37 to go. So this to make it a 1-point game for the Chargers for Schroedermeyer. Shot is up. It's no good, and a foul on the Cougars. A little bit of the aggression on the rebound there, and I say I like physical games, but you can't get too physical in some cases, and I think that's where it's maybe heading. Trying to see how far you can go before the whistles get blown. Yackley over the midcourt circle now. 90 seconds to go in the second. Then a 25-23 game. Colson to Whitler. 3 from deep. Leaves it short. Running down the rebound. Whitler gets his own from the elbow. That one no good either. And a rebound finally going to be picked up there from Van Norsel. And a foul on the Chargers now. And Gavin Colson will pick up the foul. Trying to go for that reach there was Gavin Colson. And we'll get a last-second change in the lineup as James Miles will check in for Carson Miles. And Coach White saying, hold on, Miles, you stay out there. Moore's playing with 2 fouls. About 15 to go, 25-23. Austin will bring it over the midcourt circle as the clock does start. There's a give now to Schroedermeyer. Back to Austin. They'll swing it around the arc because that's what the Cougars been doing all afternoon so far. I should say all morning. Shots no good. Whitler rebound. Can the Chargers go for a 2 for 1? Colson lays it up and goes off the front iron, and we're going to get another foul. It's another foul. This one on Miles. So he's going for the rebound. Just did a little too much on there. And that will stay the case. The shot was no good. It was going off the front of the iron. Miles just trying to reach for that rebound, but it's a foul. That's his first, team's third. Warwick on the drive. Warwick, skip pass over to Van Orsel. And another offensive foul. And so that's a foul on the Cougars. That time Miles was on the reception on that one. And it's going to be Schroedermeyer who is going to check out. And now you're getting some of the frustration on both sides as well. And so I think you know where their limits at from the officials' perspective of things. Shot clock and game clock separated by 3. And Coach White's going to have him hold on to it as long as possible. Yackley will go from one side now to the top. Yackley's backed up there by Austin. Chargers waiting for that shot clock to start winding down. 10 seconds on the shot clock. It's 11 seconds on the game clock. Whitler gets the screen from Moore. Whitler now with 2 seconds. Whitler with 1. Fires a deep 3. It's no good. And with 1 second on the game clock, it's a football throw. And it will miss everything. It actually turns basket on one end. We have played one half of basketball. An entertaining first half of basketball. It is the Chargers up by 2, 25-23. We'll step aside. We're back in 2 minutes on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
There are approximately 670 people and around 375 and a half pets who call the city of Oneida home. As a proud rural town with so much to offer, the city of Oneida, your mayor, leadership, and area businesses are all extremely proud of the Sully Buttes Chargers. To all of our students, athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, and staff who made this season so memorable, they won't say make us proud at state, you already have. Good luck and go Chargers!
Did you know you have another option for your propane service? Nothing beats doing business in your own hometown, and CHS is your local hometown propane supplier. Whether you're an egg producer, homeowner, or business, we have propane programs for you, including contracting at exceptional rates today for the year ahead. Contact Ed King, Chris Carter, or Carlo O'Day with CHS at 224-5935 or visit us online at chsriverplains.com to see our hometown difference.
Next time you're cruising Highway 83 near Agar, you're in luck. There's a cold sarsaparilla, the best snacks, and plenty of fuel at Eric's Custom Repair gas station and convenience store. Proud supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers. Need service or repairs? Just call, set an appointment, and rest easy, knowing there's a trusty mechanic who ain't afraid to roll up his sleeves and get his hands a little greasy on the other end. You won't go wrong calling Eric's. Good luck and go Chargers! From Eric's Custom Repair, Agar.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Still waiting for the first half stats that are now on the way. Here is the Chargers lead by 2 at 25-23. Thank you, sir, for that. Is right now, let's take a look at your team stats here. We'll start with the Cougars right now. They're shooting 34.6% from the field, 9 of 26 from the field. And right now, 2 of 15 from three-point land, just 3 of 6 from the charity stripe here so far. 10 points for each team in the first. Chargers outscored the Cougars 15-13 in the second. That's how you get your 25-13, or 23, excuse me, after one half of play. Chargers would shoot 36% from the field. They're 9 of 25 from the field. That's their best first half shooting in this state tournament so far. They would go 45% from three-point land. We'll tell you why that's the case in just a moment. And that one, they have only made one trip to the line where they have gone 2 for 2 at the line. Rebounds, the Chargers actually out-rebound the Cougars right now at 14 to... I apologize. It's the Cougars up. I just looked at the wrong numbers. 20-14. The Chargers losing that statistical category in the first half. And turnovers, 6 for the Chargers and 5 for the Cougars in the first half. And taking a look at offensive rebounds, 8 for the Cougars, 4 for the Chargers. Offensive rebounds here so far. Only 3 players have played the full 16 minutes of the first half. That was Jet Yackley, Wesley Whitler, and Gavin Colson. Nobody has played a full 16 minutes for the Cougars in the first half. The longest one that played is 2 of them at Brenner Gertis and Jake Austin. Both have played 15 minutes and 39 seconds of the first half so far. Largest lead was for the Chargers. They had that 4-point lead when they led with 1:53 to go. And for the Cougars, they had a big lead of 5. They led that with 6:47 to go in the second quarter. 4 ties in this contest that have been tied, and 3 lead changes that have occurred so far in the first half. Those are your team stats. We'll take another 2-minute break and get you individual statistics next on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Oh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in South Dakota who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Whether you're off to college or traveling doesn't mean you have to leave your friendly hometown bank behind. With Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, you can take their easy, convenient online banking services with you anywhere you go. Check account balances, transfer money, make payments, or order checks, all with just a click of a button. You'll get the same great service from the people you know and trust. It's safe, secure, and convenient, and it brings you a little closer to home. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, meeting your needs everywhere the future takes you. Member FDIC.
Whitler Seed Farm in Agar and Oneida strives to get better every day. That's why, along with high quality, certified wheat seed and industry-leading seed treatments, Whitler Seed Farm is now a Beck's Hybrids and a Murastem Corp Performance Products dealer. They're proud to support every milestone the student-athletes of Sully Buttes achieve. Congratulations and good luck, Chargers. To help your operation get better, call or visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com today. Whitler Seed Farm, your seed source for every acre.
Two. Your score right now, 25-23 in favor for the Sully Buttes Chargers. Take a look at your individual statistics. We'll start with the Cougars as the Chargers have already made their way back there on the court. Points leading this one. We'll take a start with the Cougars, Jake Austin leads the way with 9 points, 8 for Schrodemeyer. You have 4 for Gertis and 2 for Lincoln and Norrisdale in the first half so far. Those are your numbers for the first half. For the Chargers, it's led by Easton Moore, who's a 4 for 4 from three-point land, and he's also got a bucket in the contest as well. He's 5 of 6 from the field. That's a really impressive start for Easton Moore. 7 for Wesley Whitler. You got 2 for Jet Yackley and 2 for Gavin Colston here in the first half. That's how you get your guys' 25 points here so far. Taking a look is Wesley Whitler's to 7 points and 5 rebounds. Easton Moore with 2 total rebounds. 2 for Carson Miles so far here in the contest, as Schrodemeyer is 2 rebounds and a bucket away from a double-double here on the night as well. So those are your first half numbers and individual statistics. Third quarter action is coming up next here on 90 Seconds on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports on YouTube. We're back in 90 seconds.
Ringneck Energy is proud to support our Sully Buttes Chargers student athletes. As future teachers, parents, and business owners, the spirit they're developing now will help keep our rural economy stable and our communities strong. Providing real-world career paths and investing locally, Ringneck Energy is building a renewable future we can rely on. Learn more about their mission of adding value to area grain and livestock producers and future Chargers at ringneckenergy.com. Congratulations and go Chargers.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
As proud lifelong supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers, Lankenau Construction has tackled the toughest projects. Grain elevators to commercial to steel buildings. As a Sukup dealer, Lankenau's Construction's over 50 years of experience means your project will be done right. The go-to with the trusted crew is Lankenau. From Todd, Gary, and Legina, good luck Chargers, and congratulations from Lankenau Construction at 605-295-0011.
Getting you set for the second half here. 25 for Sully Buttes, 23 for Viborg-Hurley. It will be the same starting 5 entering the second half, it looks like, for both the Chargers and the Cougars. Nobody really in foul trouble in this, even though we got a lot of whistles late in that second quarter. Nobody really in foul trouble so far in this one. Right now, the Chargers shooting, again, their best shooting start and a half as Coach White's giving final instructions here. It will be Cougars basketball going from left to right now, Chargers from right to left. Final 16 minutes of the season is next here on KLXS Beer Country 95.3. We are nearing that 2 o'clock hour. Appreciate you tuning in on the live stream or on radio, however you may be tuning in here in the first half, or tuning into this contest. Appreciate you tuning in. Chargers now dispersed. It is the same 5 for both teams. And here we go. Inbound will go to Austin as they flip ways and directions. Austin At the top now. He will swing and hold on. We got some stoppage. Hold on. That should be fixed here in just a moment. They'll have the clock wind down a little bit more. So there'll be 21 on the shot clock. It is going to be 7:45 on the game clock. And now they looks like they will have it fixed now. Oh, there. One of the baskets was off. That was what was going on. Now they should be good to go. They'll just restart the quarter here. And just try again. Hey, sometimes there's malfunction. Again, at the end of the half, the one basket actually turned off.
There it is.
And now we'll get underway here. Third quarter now begins. Yes, it's going to be Warwick on the near side. He'll give it off now to Schroedermeyer with a handoff to Austin on the corner. Now brings it up top. Back to Morrison. This Chargers starting a man-to-man defense. Austin swinging to Morrison. Back down to Warwick. Has a three if he wanted to take it, but Whitler is not closing in. Probably something they saw on the film there. Schroedermeyer will fire a three to start, and he gets it perfect. And it's a 1-point lead for the Cougars at 26-25. Olsen, first step over to Whitler. Now he'll put it on the deck. Tries to slash the defense, but kick it out to Yackley. He'll fire a deep three. That one will clink off the iron. It's Moore with the rebound and a second chance for the Chargers. And they'll give it off down to Yackley. We'll reset the offense with 7:08 to go. Whitler in the screen. He'll dish it off on a pick and roll. That is going to be Moore who can't get the shot to hit the rim. And an air ball one and done for the Chargers after their second chance. Austin out the top now. He'll quickly give it off to Schroedermeyer on a give and go. And Schroedermeyer will put it up for two after losing control of it for a moment. 28-25. Quickly on the other end of Sully beats Colson and will jump stop and a foul on the floor. We'll put the basketball on the baseline. And a foul going to be assessed there to Ernest Selby. He's second of the quarter. Inbound goes to Yackley. Quick catch and shoot three. And the basket has turned off. And a offensive foul is going to be assessed. And now got another basket that is once again turned off here. And they are figuring out how to get that one up and going. So this is when you got to put the Jeopardy music on because this might take a minute. And Coach White is not happy about that last call. That was the third one on Easton Moore. So now he is going to be the one that is experiencing some foul trouble here in this contest. I know I say three, but either way, both teams are now going to be off to their benches while the Jeopardy music continues to go. Let's take a quick 30. Let's see if it takes 30 seconds to get it fixed. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
670 people and around 375 and a half pets who call the city of Oneida home. As a proud rural town with so much to offer, the city of Oneida, your mayor, leadership, and area businesses are all extremely proud of the Sully Buttes Chargers. To all of our students, athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, and staff who made this season so memorable, they won't say make us proud at state. You already have. Good luck and go Chargers!
On Country 95.3, they're still working on it. It's on now. As both teams will disperse. Maybe it was just a loose plug there. They'll make sure that stays on and running. So 6:34 to go. It's a 3-point lead after a foul by Easton Moore as the Cougars lead 28-25. As Austin now will swing it over there to Schroedermeyer. Austin on a fadeaway jumper, got it to go. 6:20 to go. It is now 30-25. Colson will have an offensive foul be called against him. Probably didn't realize that was on him for a moment, but yeah, they are going to say that is on Gavin Colson, who picks up his second. With 6:16 to go, and James Miles will check out. Cooper Falkenhagen will check in. And the Chargers, I know some of these calls you might not like, but you got to make sure you just stay composed right now as you're now down by 5. That's now the biggest lead for Viborg-Hurley. And a blocking foul is going to go on the Chargers. And that'll be Wesley Whitler picking up his second. I apologize, his first. And that'll put Austin to the line to shoot a pair. Well, we have the chance and a timeout going to be spent by head coach Brian White. Maybe just try to calm things down just a little bit. We'll keep it here. For complete coverage, update scores, and photos of high school basketball championships, visit sdpb.org/basketball. All games will be broadcast live on television on SDPB1, SDPB2, and SDPB3-TV. For updated content, check out SDPB Sports on social media. And also, let's give a big thanks to the Sully County Sheriff's Office. They want to let you to be an example. Driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. So the Chargers down by 5. It could get up to 7 with some free throws on the way here after a foul by Wesley Whitler, who picked up his second of the game. Or his first, I apologize. As Viborg-Hurley has started the quarter off hot. They are now up to 41% from the field. And 3 of 16 from three-point land. The free throws coming up for Austin. The Chargers will keep the same 5 out there. Cooper Falkenhagen, Easton Moore, Wesley Whitler, Gavin Colson, and Jet Yackley. As Whitler, Colson, and Yackley have been the 3 that have not had a break, it feels like, in this tournament so far. And the first free throw is good, and everybody thought it was on the second, but Coach White took it on the first. So it makes it a 6-point game, biggest lead of the contest. And that can be extended by 1 more free throw. Free throw is up and good. 32-25, 7-point lead with 6:03 to go. Yackley will jog it over the midcourt stripe, going from right to left. Yackley, hand off to Colson at the top. We'll swing it over to Whitler. Whitler, drive, kick out, more baseline drive now. He will try to make a move, and a foul will be called. As contact on the shot puts Easton Moore to the line. And that'll be just the second trip for Sully Buttes. Now this afternoon on KLXS Pure Country 95.3 as it is 12 o'clock. Moore, first free throw. He's going to be off short in the front iron. 5:46 to go. Still 7-point lead. Changes to the lineup or coming up for the Cougars. And Schroedermeyer will check out. It'll be Ben Orsdale who checks in with 5:46 to go. Moore for 1 more. Puts it on the deck 3 times. Fires it. Makes it. 6-point game. 32-26. With 5:45 to go. Over the midcourt stripe now. Going to be Gertis. Gertis, hand off to Austin. Drive. Floater off the glass and good. Makes it 34-26. 5:30 to go. Yackley now. We'll let things start to develop here. Whitler now setting a screen. Now gives it off to Moore. Bounce pass the inside, and we'll get a reach on the Cougars. Reach is going to go against the Cougars, and the coaching staff is saying, well, if you're going to do it on one end, you better do it for us on the other. Again, that's why we're not the men in the stripes here. We're the ones here behind the headset. Whitler, 3 from college range, short off the front iron. As Warwick picked up the rebound, and we'll give it off there to Morrison. Morrison, and Van Orsdale, he'll give it off to Gertis at the top. They're just playing a little bit of catch at the top of the arc. Warwick to Morrison, back to Van Orsdale with 15 on the shot clock. 4:52 on the game clock. As Warwick bring it off now to Austin. They'll just keep passing it to the top of the arc. Curtis will have a timeout called first. With 4:53 to go, they will call a timeout with 5 on the shot clock. And we'll see what the timeout is, a 30-second. We'll just keep it here. Be a good sport, whether at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility. Whether you're at home or on the road, show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive live. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. 4:47 to go. 4:43, I should say. 34-26 your score. Both teams have now spent a timeout. And both teams have a foul to give for the rest of the quarter. So the Cougars will inbound it here. They have 5 seconds to get the shot off. Warwick to inbound it. And there's the inbound. Long pass given off to Morrison. Takes the 3. Has to skip it over to Warwick with 2 on the clock. It's just a shuck up. Doesn't hit the iron. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Warwick just had to just throw it to get off on the iron there. And there's your immediate timeout. With 4:37 to go, we'll step aside here. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Did you know you have another option for your propane service? Nothing beats doing business in your own hometown, and CHS is your local hometown propane supplier. Whether you're an egg producer, homeowner, or business, we have propane programs for you, including contracting at exceptional rates today for the year ahead. Contact Ed King, Chris Carter, or Carlo O'Day with CHS at 224-5935 or visit us online at chsriverplains.com to see our hometown difference.
Next time you're cruising Highway 83 near Agar, you're in luck. There's a cold sarsaparilla, the best snacks, and plenty of fuel at Eric's Custom Repair gas station and convenience store. Proud supporters of the Sully Buttes Chargers. Need service or repairs? Just call, set an appointment, and rest easy, knowing there's a trusty mechanic who ain't afraid to roll up his sleeves and get his hands a little greasy on the other end. You won't go wrong calling Eric's. Good luck and go Chargers! From Eric's Custom Repair, Agar.
4:37 to go. 34-26 your score. A timeout. Immediate timeout, I should say, in the quarter. It will be Sully Buttes basketball as Yackley will make his way over the midcourt stripe. With 4:30 to go, Chargers down by 8. The biggest lead for the Cougars is Falkenhagen couldn't secure the pass, and it's going to be a turnover by the Chargers. That is turnover numero 7 for Sully Buttes. Carson Miles will check in for Falkenhagen. Appreciate you tuning in. How you may be tuning in, whether it's online or on the radio on KLXS Pier. Country 95.3 we are past that 12 o'clock hour. It's Cougars basketball after the turnover. As Austin now will swing it over to Warwick at the top. They'll get the offense set here with 4:12 to play. Morrison swing it to Austin. Now it's up top to Van Orsel. It's a triple now from Morrison. That will leave it short. Golson will secure the rebound and give it off to Whitler. Whitler on the drive. Jump stop. Tries to make a move. He'll fade away to it. Leaves it off the front iron. So Sully Buttes are just not able to get shots going in. They are a little bit on a scoring drought right now. 3:43 to go. 34-26 still your score. And it's back down to the Cougars. There's a swing up top. Now we'll give to Van Orsdale. It's been a scoring drought of over 2 minutes for the Chargers. Give. Now off to Warwick. That's poked away by Austin, and that's going to be Sully Buttes basketball on the steal. Yackley trying to go all the way with it. Yackley out to Colston. Triple on the way, no good. And the rebound going to be secured there on a foul, and that's going to be a foul. Let's say this is on. They're going to call it on the Cougars, and that will be a foul on Warwick. So that will give Sully Buttes the basketball. And Warwick will check out with 3:12 to play. So Easton Moore will inbound it. A pass given to Yackley. Fake the three off to Moore and another foul. So quick, 2 fouls called there by the Cougars, and now we'll put bonus free throws for Sully Buttes. And both teams in a little bit of a scoring drought. Viborg-Hurley hasn't scored in the last 2:26. Chargers in the last 2:39. Moore to cut it to within 7, and does so. So there is the scoring drought for the Chargers. And now will be the field goal they haven't made in a while. Easton Moore for one more free throw. As Austin gets another quick rest and he's back in. Moore for one more. Free throw is good. 3:09 to play. 34-28, 6-point lead for the Cougars. Schroedermeyer will hand off to Austin. Austin now will put it on the deck. Back over to Schroedermeyer. Now on the drive. Spin, swing it to Austin. Quick catch and shoot three. Misses everything. It's going to be Van Orsel who will get the rebound and put back. And that'll end the scoring drought for the Cougars. Eckley now will swing it over to Miles. Miles now will put it on the deck once. Pick up his dribble over to Colson. Colson now. Skip pass over to Moore. Can he go a perfect 6? First or 5 for 5 from 3 is Easton Moore. He's the hot hand for the Chargers in this game. And he's near darn perfect in this game scoring-wise. He's only missed 2 shots on the day. 36-31 your score. Schroedermeyer with 2-12. He'll give it up top there for Van Orsdale. Now I'll give it to Austin. Austin on a spin around jumper, no good. It's going to be Schroedermeyer. Can't get the shot to go, and Miles with the rebound after the tap there from Carson Miles. Whittler drive. He'll be fouled and go to the line. And I'll put Wesley Whittler to the line, looking for points 8 and 9 on the night. Bretton Barber will check in on the next stoppage. And 2 free throws are on the way for Wesley Whittler. Now, Easton Moore is 6 of 8 from the field. He's a perfect 5 for 5 from three-point land. And Whittler will make the first. Cuts the lead to within 4. Miles will check out. Barber will check in. Warwick will also check in now. And he'll check in for Van Orsdale. 1:56 to go. 36-32 your score. Whittler for one more. Whittler spins it, fires it, and cuts it to within 3. 36-33. A buck 56 to go in the third. Austin will pick it up over the midcourt stripe. Now matched up in a man-to-man from the Chargers. There's a give. Morrissey on a handoff. Triple and splash that in. They even hesitate. Just basically turned around, fired the 3. It was good. It's now a 6-point game again. Yackley to Moore. Moore now will try to back his way in. Now he'll back up to the arc. Hand off to Whittler. Whittler, a deep 3. Can't get the shot to go. It's a one and done for Sully Buttes. They'll stay a 6-point game for a moment. 80 seconds to go. 39-33. Cougars up by 6. Austin on the wing. He'll swing it down to Morrison. He'll do another quick catch and shoot 3. That's no good. Schroedermeyer rebound. Almost lost it. Now he'll give it up. Austin, about step back 3. Gives it off to Morrison on the wing. And Whittler will foul. Try to go for the reach and the steal, and that will put the Cougars in the bonus. Yeah, that's the 4th foul they have given. And that is the 4th foul. So Carson Miles will check in. We'll check in for Easton Moore with 59.6. So the next foul will put the Cougars in the bonus. As Warwick inbound and was looking to give it off there to Schroedermeyer. Who's looked like he's got some pain there as he was trying to get a rebound. Shot's no good. His second chance for the Cougars. I hope that Schroedermeyer is all right. Last game, you're going to try to play as much as possible. And there's a give now for Wardle. There's a 3 from Morrison. Good. It's a 9-point game now. 42-33, and Colson will be fouled. And it's going to be free throws either way. Coach White saying it was on the shot, though. That's his argument, but either way, Gavin Colson's going to go to the line and shoot 2 anyway. And Coach White going to get the explanation here and figure out what's going on. Now you got to get Morrison back on the court because there's no changes to the lineup. You got to get 1 free throw first. 32.9. We're still waiting on an explanation. So Colson to shoot 2. He can cut this to within. Right now, that is an 8-point game. 42-34. And 1 more. Now, Viborg-Hurley can make the changes. And 1 more free throw coming up with 32.9 to go. Colson with 3 points on the night. Makes it 4, and I should say afternoon. It's an early afternoon game. Second free throw, no good, so it'll stay an 8-point game. Shot clock turned off with 27 seconds to go. Cougars can hold for the final shot if they elect to. And Orso will swing over to Warwick. At the top now, over there to Schroedermeyer. Austin, back to Gertis as they'll just keep playing around the arc. I think they're trying to look for Warwick. They did. Shots no good. Following to the floor as Whitler was getting the rebound. And that'll be a foul on the Cougars. So Wesley Whitler is going to go to the line and shoot 2 because of the bonus. And they can try to cut this lead to within 6. Schroedermeyer picks up foul number 3. Actually, that is his 4th. Got 2 different spots that says he's got 3 and 4. There is now. Both are corrected, so he does have 4 fouls. Whitler's going to shoot 2 free throws here. First one is good. And we'll get 1 more. 7.7 to go. Final free throw for Whitler. It's a 7-point game at 42-35. And the second free throw is good. It's a 6-point game, 7.7 to go. Colson going to try to bring a little pressure against Austin. Austin will have that tipped. It's caught there by Warwick and loses it, poked away from Colson. And now the Cougars are going to inbound it with 1.9. I think the Cougars are trying to get a last-second change, and they got to inbound it in front of media row. 1.9. Inbound. Austin throws it up with 1 second. This is everything, and we play 3 quarters of basketball. Final 8 minutes. Chargers are down by 6. They'll look to try to get a comeback on the way as we'll step aside. We're back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3 as the Cougars lead 42-36.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
So why do teenagers play high school sports?
My reason why is a sense of purpose.
My reason why is to inspire others.
One reason student athletes seldom mention is to get an athletic scholarship. They know that only 2% of all high school athletes are awarded a sports scholarship. So why do they play?
My reason why is friendship.
Tell us your reason using the hashtag #MyReasonWhy.
This message presented by the NFHS and the South Dakota High School Activities Association.
Final 8 minutes of regulation and possibly the final 8 minutes of the basketball season for Sully Buttes. Down by 6 in a 42-36 contest. Wyatt Barichko with you, Jerry behind the camera, and Jen behind the studio for this final game for Sully Buttes basketball this season. Chargers down by 6. They start with the basketball in the fourth quarter. Whitler will have a reach call go against him. And that will be the first team foul on Viborg-Hurley. Right now that everybody's trying to get all the lineups on the scoreboard before the quarter even started. Foul going to go against, let's see who they gave that off to. It looks like the foul is on Viborg-Hurley. They just didn't say who it was against. And out of bounds, it will be last touch by Yackley. So that will give the basketball off to the Cougars. That foul was also against Gertis, who picked up his fourth. So now you got 2 of the starters for the Cougars playing with 4 fouls. One of them is on the court. The other one is going to have to wait to check in. 25 seconds gone by. They'll go on a backdoor cut. It's taken away by Whitler. Whitler is going to try to maneuver the defense. Almost lost control, but he regains it. Can't get the shot to go. Colson will put it up. That one's left short. It's 2 chances and no points. Still a 6-point game. 42-36. 45 seconds gone by. Orson almost had that taken away by Whitler. He's been the hot hand for the Cougars as of late. They'll give it off to Warwick. Warwick now. Zip it over to Morrison. Back pass off there to Austin. Austin back to Warwick. Lob it inside there for Worrell, and he's got it. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on the missed shot. Now he got fouled as he was trying to put it up, so that will make it a foul on Carson Miles, who picks up his second. Free throw, high bouncing in. Carl Wardell will pick up his first points. And got a whistle, a timeout. Quick 30. We'll take one as well with 6:52 to go. It's Viborg-Hurley 43, Sully Beach 36. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
Whether you're off to college or traveling doesn't mean you have to leave your friendly hometown bank behind. With Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, you can take their easy, convenient online banking services with you anywhere you go. Check account balances, transfer money, make payments, or order checks, all with just a click of a button. You'll get the same great service from the people you know and trust. It's safe, secure, and convenient, and it brings you a little closer to home. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, meeting your needs everywhere the future takes you. Member FDIC.
Big thanks to the South Dakota Public Broadcasting for allowing us to broadcast Sully Buttes games all state tournament long. For complete coverage, update scores, and photos of high school basketball championships, visit sdpb.org/basketball. All games will be broadcast on televisions on SDPB1, SDPB2, and SDPB3 TV. For updated content, check out SDPB Sports on social media. Chargers down by 7. One more free throw left coming up here for Ordell, who he's got right now his first points. And the second one's no good. Easton Moore will secure the rebound. Chargers are going to have to get the scoring going. Right now they're shooting 29% from the field now. The man who has it has hardly missed any, and that's going to be out of bounds. And seriously, that's last deflected by the Cougars. It's Coach White calling in a play with 6:39 to go. So the Chargers getting a break. Inbound goes to Moore. That's the man who's only missed 2 shots all night long. He's been perfect from 3. Whitler spins, kick out. Miles down to Colson. Colson to Moore. Moore kick out. Yackley has a 3 college range. He's up and no good. It's a 1 and done for the Chargers. As Van Horsdale picks up the rebound. Austin will give it off to Van Horsdale. Yackley's going to match up with him defensively. And also you're going to see Schroedermeyer check in, who's got 4 fouls. Austin. That's your first assignment. Now he'll pass it off there to Warwick. Now Gertis. Gertis to Van Horsdale. Warwick up the top. 13 on the shot clock. It's under 6 minutes to play. Drive. Gertis. Layup and good. Just found the lane and took it. Yackley quickly over to Miles. Back to Moore. Moore now will have a whistle and a foul. That's going to be given off to the Cougars. So that is the second team foul just like that. for the Cougars. Schroedermeyer going to check in for Arnold, who comes in, gets a free throw. So now two Cougars again playing with 4 fouls. As Viborg-Hurley actually put up 19 in the third to extend their lead. Whitler was looking for Miles and turns it over. It's going to be all the way. Schroedermeyer lays it up. They'll count the buckets. And everything is going the Cougars' way right now. It's an 11-point lead. And Viborg-Hurley's got one more at the line. Now going to be assessed to Carson Miles. He'll pick up his third. Both teams now with 2 fouls apiece. Free throw, high, bouncing, good. And they got another whistle and a substitution. Is going to check in for Gertis, who's playing with 4 fouls. He'll get checked out. Probably will check back in here shortly. With 5:37 to go. 48-36 your score. Ackley's going to have Moore make the give one way. Now gives it off to Moore. Moore swing it off to Whitler. Whitler now going on the drive. Whitler will put up the shot for 2, and it breaks the scoring drought for the Chargers. 10-point game, 48-38. Chargers starting to bring the full court press. They'll get it over the big court. Stripe it, stayed away. Yackley gives it off to Whitler. Wide open for 2 and lays it up and in. Lead just like that, cut to 8. 48-40. Full court press, the Chargers. Now showing a little bit of timeout going to be spent by the Cougars. They'll be down to 3. With 4:59 to go, we will be at a media timeout here shortly as well. Right now, 48-40 is your score. Let's give a big thanks to the Sully County Sheriff's Office. They want to let you know to be a good citizen. Help out in your community and your friends and your neighbors. Make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive Alive, this message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office, letting us know to be safe all season long from football, basketball, and volleyball. And one more time here, big thanks to the SDPB organization allowing us to stream these games this weekend for Sully Buttes. If you want complete coverage, updated scores, and photos, visit sdpb.org/basketball. You want all the games televised on broadcast television, SDPB 1, 2, and 3 on television. And check out their social media at SDPB Sports. So timeout taken by the Cougars. Chargers have activated the full court press. And Viborg-Hurley has already beaten it, and Whitler is going to be called for a foul. Whitler not a fan of that one, but either way, that's going to send Austin to the line and shoot 2. And we'll go to the media timeout. Media timeout as we played like 2 seconds of basketball. Either way, we'll step aside. 60 seconds back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Whitler Seed Farm in Agar and Oneida strives to get better every day. That's why, along with high quality, certified wheat seed and industry-leading seed treatments, Whitler Seed Farm is now a Beck's Hybrids and a Murastem Corp Performance Products dealer. They're proud to support every milestone the student-athletes of Sully Buttes achieve. Congratulations, and good luck, Chargers. To help your operation get better, call or visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com today. Whitler Seed Farm, your seed source for every acre. Ringneck Energy is proud to support our Sully Buttes Chargers student athletes. As future teachers, parents, and business owners, the spirit they're developing now will help keep our rural economy stable and our communities strong. Providing real-world career paths and investing locally, Ringneck Energy is building a renewable future we can rely on. Learn more about their mission of adding value to area grain and livestock producers and future Chargers at ringneckenergy.com. Congratulations and go Chargers.
4:56 to play in the quarter. Free throws are on the way for Viborg-Hurley. They lead 48-40. Austin at the line to shoot a pair after a foul by Wesley Whitler, picking up his third. Tune in to the boys Class B state tournament from Aberdeen. Is the first free throw from Austin is good. Wyberichka with you. Jeremy behind the camera and Jen back in the studio, keeping everything live on the air. And one more free throw for Austin. It's perfect. It's a 10-point game. 50-40 with 4:54 to go. Whitler will bring it over the midcourt stripe now. Whitler gets the screen. He'll look, give it off to Yackley. They haven't really allowed Moore to get a shot off yet in this fourth quarter. Now he'll fire one. That one will be his first missed three, though, of the day, as he was a perfect 5 for 5. And again, the Chargers going to probably play full court press the rest of the way. Brenton Barber going to get set to check in, knowing what he can do defensively. Morrison out the logo. Yackley's matched up with him defensively. Now it's a give off there to Schroemeyer. Warwick, Gertis. Pass inside for Austin, lays it up and in on an awkward shot. 12-point lead. It's been that 12 to 6-point margin and a foul on the floor. As Colson was on the drive and he made the shot, but a whistle first will stop all the momentum there for the Chargers, and Brenton Barber will check in for Carson Miles. Yackley, swing it to Colson, will fire a three, no good. It's going to be Barber rebound. Yackley three, you bet. That's a big three. And it's going to be Austin who will bring it up. The lead is cut down to 9, 52 to 43. There's a pass there. Now there's a give inside. Schroemeyer flushes it down. Knew that was eventually going to happen, and Yackley will give it off to Whitler. Whitler to Barber. Back to Colson, now to Whitler. Pump fake three on the drive. Kick out to Yackley, swing it over to Moore. Can Moore get the three? Back going, he does! Timeout taken by the Chargers with 3:21 to go. 54 to 46 is the score. And it's going to be a, let's see, they're going to say it's a 30. So we'll stay here. And big thanks to everybody who has tuned in here this season. Also, a big thanks to the Booster Club. Big thanks to everybody who has helped us with the coverage here this season. We've made it all possible. Our sponsors, the visual audience, the radio listeners. We cannot do any of this without you here this season, as it's our final time for Sully Buttes basketball this year. We will return for volleyball and football next season. But again, our coverage doesn't end today. You can go check out the Stanley County game after the conclusion of this one. There's still plenty of time of this game left to watch. 3:21 to go. 54-46. And the full court press is on the way. Once again, inbound goes to Gertis. As Yackley will match up with him. Now give it off to the ball handler, Austin. And it's going to be a foul. Barber had the steal, and Coach White is not thrilled about that one. Had the right idea. That was the last foul that the Chargers could give. Barber picks up his first. Inbound goes to Schroemeyer. Fire over the midcourt stripe. Not going to go all the way with it. There's a kick out three. No good. And Yackley with the rebound. Can cut this down a little bit more. It is an 8-point game. Whitler three, no good. If I'm Sully Buttes, I would really look at Moore here down the stretch. He has not really hardly missed any shots here today. Defensively now, the Chargers, as Colson was trying to go for the steal from behind, and Whitler will pick up the foul. I'm just looking at Easton Moore's stats. He is 7 of 10 from the field, 6 of 7 from three-point land. He's got 23 points on 10 shots and 7 made buckets. Morrison's going to check out, and free throws on the way because of the foul. First free throw. Schroemeyer makes it. Sends the lead 55-46. It's a 9-point game. Final free throw. He's up. And good. 10-point game, 56-46. Still plenty of basketball with 2:45 to go. Yackley. Swing it off to Whitler. Whitler, deep three. Got it! Coach White saying, let's full court press now. And Barber's going to pick up another foul. And I will send the Cougars right back to the line. And again, the passion from these players here today. So it's hard when one team is going to be the one team that goes 0-3. You want to end the season right, but both Viborg-Hurley and Sully Buttes, despite having a lot of things go for them, have had the unfortunate circumstances go against them. As the first free throw is good, Austin's going to put one more up. And both of them are putting another great performance here today, here at the Barnett Center to start the final day of states. Whitler to Colson. Colson now will swing it over to Yackley. Yackley's going to fire a quick three. No good. It will miss everything. And it's going to be out of bounds. Yeah, we're going to change. Morrison will check in for Van Orstel with 2:25 to go. Sully Buttes down by 9. Schroedermeyer triggered in. Inbound. Goes Curtis back to Schroedermeyer. Whitler matched up with him defensively. Schroedermeyer picks up the dribble. Bounce pass it off. And Barber almost got a steal there. Pokes it away and makes the Cougars reset. Carson Miles will check in here. 28 seconds on the shot clock. They are saying it resets. Barber will check out. Carson Miles is in. Inbound from Warwick. Will inbound to Austin. Austin, the ball handler. So you want to get it to, if you want to get it over the timeline, they do. Austin almost lost control of it, but gains it back over to Curtis. Down hand back to Austin. And Miles will get the reach. Austin put it down just enough for the arm to get caught there, and that will put Austin at the line. As Van Orstel will check back in with 2:05 to go. This is probably what the Chargers will do for most of the rest of this game. His first free throw is good. Brett and Barber are going to get set to check in. He'll check in for Miles. That change will probably happen for quite some time. Cougars have everybody back, not allowing the Chargers to get a quick bucket. Final 2 minutes. It's an 11-point game. Yackley, almost turned over, but Yackley saves it. Back over to Whitler. Whitler on a quick another catch and shoot three. Will leave it short. And it's going to be taken away by the Chargers as Schroedermeyer thought about passing it deep. He couldn't get the bank three to go as Whitler. Colson will throw it up. And it's going to be free throws coming up. That was going to be free throws either way. And Vasca has once again turned off. And that will be the final foul from Schroedermeyer, and he is fouled out. As Warwick will also, as it changes to the lineup, not sure what's going on here. So now the officials are going to discuss. They're saying the foul should be on Warwick, but they gave the foul to Schroedermeyer. And they think they might change it. Yeah, they're going to change it. So Schroedermeyer survives at least for right now. And now you got another discussion with the coaching staff. And, I mean, it's just one of those kind of days where, I mean, you got to give credit to the officials. They did talk about it. They wanted to make sure they got the right call. The Viborg-Hurley fans were not thrilled that Schroedermeyer was about to be out of the game with 5 fouls. They got the basket somehow quickly in that whole process, but so Schroedermeyer is going to stay in. Stays in for right now. And Colson will fire the first free throw and makes it with 1:43 to go. Get one more free throw here from Gavin Colson. Free throw. Up and good. And a timeout by the Chargers. With 1:43 to go, it is 51 for the Chargers, 60 for the Cougars. Full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. We'll step aside. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. The Chargers down by 9 with 1:43 to go. As Viborg-Hurley is, looks like they're in a football formation. They are going to a 2x3 underneath the basket. Yes, I did say a football formation. They have everybody on the baseline. It's going to be one of those situations that you don't know who is going to get the basketball. And the Chargers are going to be figuring out what in the world is going on here. And yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Everybody on the baseline. Gotta figure out who is getting it. Yeah, they got 1, 2, 3. They gave it off to 3 different people. Inbound goes to Austin, and Barber will reach for that one, and it's going to be his second. Or actually, it could be his third. It is his third. And once again, we're at the line for free throws. First free throw is going to be up and good for Austin. So far, this fourth quarter, the Cougars have shot 42%. The Chargers have shot 36, and both free throws are good. So it's back to the 11-point game, and a foul is on Wesley Whitler. Try to drive, and the foul on the offensive end will turn the basketball over for the Chargers, and just trying to do anything they can at this point to cut this lead. It's 62-51. James Miles is going to check in for Wesley Whitler, as that was his 5th, and that will be the end of an amazing career for Wesley Whitler. As James Miles will check in, Easton Moore will foul. But again, what a moment for Wesley Whitler. Finishes as the all-time leading scorer for Sully Buttes. And James Miles going to get his final 90 seconds as well. Gavin Colson will also have his career come to a close in. The 3 guys that kept the culture going. As Coach White has said a few times this season, kept the culture going when kind of went through a transition phase from 4 years in the making. And Morrison will check out the 13-point lead. Yackley now will get it. They'll try to get a quick shot off here. As Yackley will pass it off to James Miles. Floats it off the glass and got it to go in. And James Miles is on the scorebook in the state tournament. And the final 70 seconds long. Pass there for Schrodemeyer. Yackley will get a hacking call there and put Schrodemeyer to the line with 70 seconds to go. And that will put Schrodemeyer to the line here. And gotta imagine all the emotions for the seniors, the parents. The Sully Buttes crowd as the first one is in. A great turnout for Sully Buttes here in Aberdeen. The first time since 2019 they have returned to Aberdeen. And they came out and showed out for this Sully Buttes squad here. Second free throw is good. The lead is up to 13. Moore is going to fire a deep 3. That one will go in. And we give the basketball back to the Cougars. Carson Miles will go check in here. And we'll check in for Gavin Colson. And so Gavin Colson's high school career in basketball comes to a close. It's Coach White taking an extra time with those seniors. And not the way that Sully Butte was hoping things would go. There's a flush there by Schrodemeyer on the other end. As Yackley's going to fire a deep three, will once again miss everything, and they'll get a foul and just let this game continue to go. It's a 15-point lead now. And Coach White, we'll see if they elect to start clearing the bench out. And he's going to go ahead and clear the bench out. They'll put all the freshmen in here in just a moment after the first free throw. That foul was on James Miles, by the way. First free throw here by Schrodemeyer, who is having himself a game. He has 24 points, 2 Cougars in double digits. First free throw is no good. Yes, they're going to get Chase Height in the game. I think the coaching staff, or both of them, are waiting here, and now they'll clear the benches. James Miles is checked out for his final time in his high school career. Coach White has cleared the bench. He's going to put everybody in, giving James Miles a moment in time. Here, what a fantastic career once again for Wesley Whitler, Gavin Colson, and James Miles. As the Cougars will also clear their bench here in just a moment. One more final free throw. They're going to let about more time off the clock here before they do that. And there's the free throw. It is good. And everybody will clear the benches. Final 48 seconds here. And the emotions now for both teams. You got to feel bad for the Sully Butte squad. Chargers come in as a 7 seed. Gave everybody a fight, but will fall short as they will they'll drop all 3 games at state. And 3 seniors again have played their final moments. So you got Barber there. You also got Jackson Paxton. It's going to be Colson there who gets it. That's going to be no good. Actually, I apologize to that, Colson. That was Olson. The shot was no good by Olson, and that's going to be a deep 3 there. That's going to be no good. Rebound is there by the Cougars, and looks like they'll just go ahead and let the clock run out here. I think they're trying to get one more shot there for Thibodeau. Linderman, he'll fire another 3. Got it to go in. And with 5 seconds to go, Sully Butte will dribble it out. That's your final. Viborg-Hurley 72, Sully Butte 53. Jeremy, appreciate your work, man, all season long. And we'll step aside. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
As proud lifelong supporters of the Sully Butte Chargers, Lankenau Construction has tackled the toughest projects. Grain elevators to commercial to steel buildings. As a Sukup dealer, Lankenau's Construction's over 50 years of experience means your project will be done right. The go-to with the trusted crew is Lankenau. From Todd, Gary, and Legina, good luck Chargers. And congratulations from Lankenau Construction at 605-295-0011. There are approximately 670 people and around 375 and a half pets who call the city of Oneida home. As a proud rural town with so much to offer, the city of Oneida, your mayor, leadership, and area businesses are all extremely proud of the Sully Butte Chargers. To all of our students, athletes, cheerleaders, coaches, and staff who made this season so memorable, they won't say make us proud at state, you already have. Good luck and go Chargers!
Did you know you have another option for your propane service? Nothing beats doing business in your own hometown, and CHS is your local hometown propane supplier. Whether you're an egg producer, homeowner, or business, we have propane programs for you, including contracting at exceptional rates today for the year ahead. Contact Ed King, Chris Carter, or Carlo O'Day with CHS
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports, as they are presenting the plaque presentation, the trophy presentation here. Sully Buttes will go first. They will, in the end, finish in 8th here at the Class B state tournament. Again, 3 hard-fought games that just end up falling short for the Sully Buttes Chargers, and we'll see if our radio side of things, if we are good to go here. They're taking a final moment to go there to media timeout. That's what's taking some time here. But the Chargers fall with a final of 72-53. We'll get some final numbers for you here in just a moment. As if you're watching on video, you're watching that trophy presentation there for Sully Buttes, and now they will do the presentation as the media timeout has concluded. Again, 3 senior seasons, final time in basketball, have come to a close. Wesley Whitler, we got Gavin Colson and James Miles, the final time for them. And it will be on a basketball court in a Sully Buttes uniform. As they're getting the rest of the announcements here in just a moment. The Cougars would shoot 44% from the field. They got a dramatic jump in the end of in that second half, as the Chargers are being introduced here. They'll go in order and get everything that they have to as well. And I guess they'll go in order again. Jackson Paxton, Easton Moore. They got Hudson Barber. They got everybody announced here in this one. So while that's going on here, let's get you some more information of the final numbers. Not sure what is going on here. Thank you, sir, in this one. And yep, that was on me. We'll figure out what's going on here with our radio side of things. So while we do that here, let's get this going here. We'll send a new deal here. There we go. Now we should be live on the radio. So final numbers here again. The Cougars would shoot in total 44% from the field, 22% from 3. They finished the game going 19 of 21 from the free throw line, and that would give the Cougars their points in the contest. The free throws at the end were just more as the time was expired, or as the game was kind of falling away there for the Chargers. And Coach White being presented there with all of his stuff, and he'll claim that 8th place plaque. And again, a great turnout here for the Sully Buttes Chargers. They would go in the game. They would shoot 31% from the field, 30% from three-point land, and 85% from the line, I should say, as we're still working on trying to get a final photo here for Sully Buttes as well. Rebounds, I had the Chargers finishing with a total of 25 rebounds. The Cougars would get a total of 44 rebounds in the contest. So there was definitely a rebound advantage for the Cougars in the contest. Taking a look at some other numbers here. Turnovers, the Cougars would finish with 10. The Chargers would finish with 12. They actually turned the ball. That was the game with the most turnovers for the Chargers here in this state tournament, and this one as well. So quarter by quarter, real quick, it was tied at 10 apiece after 1. Chargers outscored the Cougars 15-13 after 2, with actually game of a 2-point lead at 25-23 at the half. But in the second half, the Cougars would outscore the Chargers 49-28. Again, those free throws coming in later in the quarter. 19 of 11 in the third, and then a 30-point fourth quarter by the Cougars in the fourth would be what did it for the Chargers in this contest. We'll get you some individual numbers and wrap this broadcast up one final time here on KLXS Spear, Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. We'll step aside here and be back here in about 90 seconds on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Whittler Seed Farm in Agar and Oneida strives to get better every day. That's why, along with high quality, certified wheat seed and industry-leading seed treatments, Whittler Seed Farm is now a Beck's Hybrids and a Murastem Corp Performance Products dealer. They're proud to support every milestone the student-athletes of Sully Buttes achieve. Congratulations and good luck, Chargers. To help your operation get better, call or visit whittlerseedfarm.com today. Whittler Seed Farm, your seed source for every acre. Ringneck Energy is proud to support our Sully Buttes Chargers student athletes. As future teachers, parents, and business owners, the spirit they're developing now will help keep our rural economy stable and our communities strong. Providing real-world career paths and investing locally, Ringneck Energy is building a renewable future we can rely on. Learn more about their mission of adding value to area grain and livestock producers and future Chargers at ringneckenergy.com. Congratulations and go Chargers.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Coming back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. The Chargers fall again with a final of 72-53. The Chargers would finish the state tournament 3-0. The Cougars did go on an 8-0 run, as the Chargers did miss 6 of their last 7 to wrap the game up. Taking a look at individual numbers, we'll start with the Cougars. It was led by Brady Schroedermeyer, who finished with 25. Also, Jake Austin would finish with 25. Morrison with 8. Brenner Gertis with 6. 4 for Van Orsdale. 1 for and then 3 for Thibodeau Luneman, who had the 3 right at the end of the contest. For the Chargers, it was led by your Yackley Ranches player of the game, Easton Moore. Shot 7 of 11 from the field, 6 of 8 from three-point land. They finished with 23 points in the contest. So Easton Moore, your Yackley Ranches player of the game. 18 for Wesley Whittler, 5 for Jet Yackley. You would have 5 for Gavin Colson and 2 for James Miles in the contest. That's how you get your 53 points on the day. We do have another obligation, that is to select. Thank you, sir. Select our Colson Farms Unsung Hero player of the game. Sorry there, I was talking to one of the Yackleys, excuse me. I apologize for that. But big thanks to him for all the help he has done as well for us here this season. We do have an unsung hero. Actually, I have 3 of them here today. It's brought to you by Colson Farms. It is the award going out to the player that gives it their all and gives it hard and gives it their all. That's what makes the team better. You may not have heard me say their name, but the unsung hero goes about their own way, but also works with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. Again, I mentioned towards the end, 3 seniors played their final game here in high school basketball. Wesley Whittler, got Gavin Colson and James Miles. Those are your unsung heroes of the game. Again, it's brought to you by Colson Farms, again, finishing their high school career here in Aberdeen. But what a way to end it. I mean, they haven't made it throughout their entire career, but the fact that they got to this moment, they got to that state tournament. What a big accomplishment. What a way to end your high school career. I know you want to get a win, but just to make it to that game was an awesome moment for them, and hopefully a moment that, it is going to be a moment that they cherish for a long time and probably for the rest of their lives. State basketball is always a place to cherish every moment that you can. Even if it doesn't go in the winning column, you got to this moment. That's all it matters as well. Also, again, I want to give a big thanks to everybody who made this possible. Jeremy doing the camera this season, all of our helpers who made the camera work possible. I know there was quite a bit of people who helped with the camera this season, but Jeremy stepping in and just saying, let's do it for the rest of the season. I got you all. Big thanks to Jeremy who did that and everybody else who helped with our camera work. A big thanks to everybody who's been in the studio this season, Eliza, Emma, Jen, and I know I'm missing some other names, but all of them who have made the broadcast possible for us all season long. So a big thanks to all of them that made this broadcast possible on the radio side of things. A big thanks to the Sully Buttes basketball teams, the girls basketball team, and Coach Susie Rilling and Coach Connor Decker. Big thanks to Coach Brian White and the Sully Buttes boys that allowed us to follow them all season long. A big thanks to the Sully Buttes Booster Club for all the help that they did helping us with this season. A big thanks to Sully Buttes High School for allowing us to, again, cover all their games and hosting us for all their home games. They do a fantastic job everywhere as well. Big thanks to all of our sponsors. Without you guys, without everybody, this is hard to do, but a big thanks to our sponsors who make this possible. All of our game sponsors, our commercials, everybody who wants to do this. Because again, yes, it's going on radio, but you're really, the main thing is this is all about the kids. And so the fact that we get to highlight one of the coolest moments probably in their high school lives, in a moment where they got to make it to the States the first time in a while. It's about the kids, and that's what we do here. We do it for the community. We do it for the kids, and what a cool and a blessing that is to say, and that kind of leads to everything else. Big thanks to Riverfront Broadcasting for allowing me to take this on, and big thanks to DT for everything that he has done throughout his broadcasting career, and big thanks to him for all the help he did for me as well. But just a big thanks to everybody who makes this possible. And again, without them, we can't do what we can do as well. And again, I say that it's a blessing that they got to be at this moment, a blessing that we get to do all this. And as always, for one final time, until next season, God is good. God is great. I pray that you all have a safe travel back. If you're traveling today, I pray that you have a safe weekend. God bless. And let's final time send it back to the music.
You've been listening to Sully Buttes Boys Basketball State Tournament action on Country 95.3 and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports. Sully Buttes Basketball is brought to you by Sunrise Bank Dakota, Withers Seed Farm, Don's Food Center, Rainneck Energy, Lake and Out Construction, the City of Oneida, CHS River Plains, Eric's Custom Repair, and AGE. Join us throughout the tournament and all year for Sully Buttes Sports on Country 95.3 and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports.